place of gravel, giant rocks and craters. It is the far side of the moon, on which humans have never set foot before. What fantastic discoveries are awaiting us in this mysterious and unknown world? In early 2019, Chang'e 4 and Yutu 2 successfully soft-landed on the moon. Unlike previous moon exploration missions, this time Chang'e 4's mission is to fly to the far side of the moon, where no human presence has ever been recorded in the past. The far side of the moon is an incredibly tranquil place. Shielded from the Earth's radio noise, it is the perfect place to detect low-frequency radio and can facilitate our studies on the origins of stars and the evolution of nebulae. After its landing on the moon, Yutu-2, the rover, accurately descended from Chang'e 4, the lander, and left its first footprint on the lunar surface. The lander and the rover face very challenging tasks on this trip. Their task list includes measuring the geography and terrain of the far side of the moon and detecting minerals and other materials underneath the lunar surface. According to the plan, they will also examine the subsurface of the far side of the moon and carry out low-frequency radio astronomical observations. To conduct the first exploration on the far side of the moon in history, Chang'e 4 and Yutu 2 received massive technological and onboard equipment upgrades. One technological upgrade relates to the lunar terrain. The terrain of the landing area is very complex, full of loop-shaped craters of varied sizes, which can pose enormous challenges for Yutu 2. An electromotor tailored for Yutu 2 enables it to move more swiftly. Thanks to this upgrade, Yutu 2 rover can pass over rocks with a diameter of up to 20 centimeters. It is capable of bypassing and stepping over obstacles and climbing up slopes. Chang'e 4 carries a list of equipment including the terrain camera, the landing camera, the very low frequency VLF, radio interferometer, and the Lunar Lander Neutrons and Dosimetry Experiment, LND, jointly developed with Germany, etc. Yutu 2 rover carries equipment including a panoramic camera, the ground-penetrating radar, an infrared spectrometer, and the advanced small analyzer for neutrals, jointly developed with Sweden. All these instruments aim to measure the amounts of radiation from all sorts of particles on the lunar surface for the first time in human history. They will pave the way for a crewed lunar landing mission in the future and provide databases for adjusting the overall model for measuring particle radiation on the lunar surface. Since there is no atmosphere on the moon, the temperature there can abruptly fluctuate within a range from -180 degrees Celsius to 200 degrees Celsius. To withstand the extreme temperature fluctuations during the day and night on the lunar far side, protect its equipment, and prevent the occurrence of extreme situations, Yutu 2 shifts between standby and awakening modes. Its temperature management device can keep its temperature safely below 55 degrees Celsius. Even in the standby mode, Yutu 2 can still transfer the information it collected to the Earth with the help of a relay satellite, Chueqiao. After its reawakening, Yutu 2 first sent back the pictures of itself and Chang'e 4 with the help of the relay satellite. These pictures were taken by Chang'e 4 and Yutu 2 for each other. Meanwhile, the panoramic image of the lunar surface has also been shot as planned. The cotton seeds Chang'e 4 carries have sprouted and are in good shape. As the outcome of the first biosphere experiment on the moon, they withstood the harsh lunar environment like lower gravity, over-radiation, and huge temperature fluctuations. They became the first plants ever grown on the moon. At the end of this year, Chang'e 5, another member of the Chang'e family, is going to embark on another voyage to the moon. The mission of Chang'e 5 is to collect samples from the moon's surface and then return to the Earth. If successful, it will represent another breakthrough in human history.